And hello. Welcome back everybody to a Basil Gaming production. My name is Douglas and I'll be getting to our part 2 here of our playthrough of Timber Rush, a little bit of an incremental game where we have tasked a lumberjack to work on our behalf. Either a lumberjack, a goblin, orc, robot, dwarf, or elf at this time to chop away at a tree, collect some logs, and continue to build out all of our skill tree. Last time we got into our 5,000 wood piece logs for golden timber and a crystal growth, giving us both additional gold as well as extra time on the day. If you didn't catch the first episode, it is in the channel under one of the live feeds. If you had a chance to enjoy any of the previous content of this new channel, please, if you have enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Get notifications if you want to tap the bell on recent content that's posted to the channel. And please feel free to also engage in the comments section below. It helps the channel for the algorithm purposes. It also gives me an idea of what you may or may not enjoy about the channel and the direction or suggestions you may have for the channel's growth and prosperity. Again, my name is Douglas and thank you for joining me today. Let's hop into this. We got some lumber left over from our previous attempt with 9,000 gold. Last time we were playing, we ended up getting some logs, as well as some improvements to pretty much across the board, and some last-ditch efforts to get a few things in for upgrades on the turbo motors, drone collections, and some crystal and gold logs for purchases. Now also, harkening back to our previous play, we discovered that regardless of whether or not we've unlocked certain axes as part of just playing the game, they cost a ton of money. So there's two barriers to entry here. We're dealing with the first barrier of perhaps maybe accomplishing damage dealt of 20 million damage for magma purposes, as well as then after we unlock it, similar to our crystal one, there was a cost of purchasing it as displayed here for this arcane crescent. Seems kind of odd. Complete the mission, then get the opportunity to pay for the axe. Kind of a cuts both ways type scenario on these single-sided cutting edge axes. Yes, all pun intended. Beyond that though, got some additional money to spend here. I think we need to maximize our current circumstances as well as just fortifying our current position before we expand in some of these more costly upgrades. Example, 35,000, 90,000, 45, 100, eventually 125. As you can see here as I just kind of pan over these choices, expensive. That's fine. We're gonna get into it. We got our second part here. We're on our way. Most logs collect in one run. We're just collecting as we go. See here. Let's increase the turbo motors. Now, as we discussed last time, power gives us the baseline for critical strikes to apply potential critical damage, so you get a multiplier effect when you critical hit. But without a lot of base damage, then you run into problems where the critical damage doesn't compoundly add that benefit. So we're just going to go with some additional bang for the buck here. We can continue that route. It's early on. Critical chance, sure. We're leveling like crazy people at the start here. We're also collecting lots of money with this type of playthrough. We're playing the gold goblin as well as playing the Midas axe. Get here. Oh, we've got some robots picking things up. Moving pretty quick. Hefty timber gives us more timber value per timber. Also a few skills on the skill tree you just saw that provide to me that hefty timber benefit as well. We'll take the bigger percentage benefit to our baseline chances here for the, I think maybe the taller vertical bonus. In short though, we're just looking to make sure we're constantly collecting logs here. We got our drones at the bottom tagging back and forth. And at this time, we don't have the skill that provides that they can pick up both the rubies logs base as well as these advanced logs that get dropped, like these gold logs or crystal logs, as I have unlocked already. Now also, a little bit more higher question. If I pick up this crystal log on the right, I think it delays the fading out of the wood that ends up spawning from our axe chop, which is fine. Just a matter of we want to make sure we prioritize getting that to give us more opportunity, swing more and more and more. Let's go for additional experience here. Let's go nuts in that regard. I mean, a percentage of a decimal place increase, not as much helpful as it would seem. Let's go with some additional value. We're trying to buy really high priced items, so we'll get that. Turbo speed, always nice. And we're just going to be collecting these upgrades here pretty quickly. I think I'd like to try to prioritize some of the higher percentage return upgrades that become available to us. And sometimes they're not maybe online with maybe more damage or more return for gold, but they certainly will benefit us as we go forward here. Like here, chop range is great and all, and if we had, for example, no drones helping us loot, we'd want to try to lean one way or the other from the main part of the tree. But we don't have that problem, so we're going to go with some impact here. Just get more, and then we end up getting an extended range from that chest anyway. We want to get more damage on the tree. The more damage it hits, we actually get more logs spawning, because the amount of damage you have directly correlates to the amount of logs that spawn. You can see the white numbers on the right hand side of my axe hits are common with the orange numbers. The orange numbers are actually criticals, and then the critical damage provides that much more to the gameplay itself. So it multiplies whatever the chance to crit by how much crit multiplier I have through various skills on the tree, as well as the choice of the axe I have, as well as the additional bonuses here in the daily play that you're seeing. I mean, not much to help here at the last second. We're just collecting gold here at the moment. Trying to get some gold runs in. Fortune. Prioritizing gold upgrades regardless of what they are. If I have multiple choices, then I'll certainly bring those in. More damage. I'd like to get a movement speed upgrade from my guys, but I guess we'll have to wait on that. Now, sometimes we're getting these crystal growths, these crystal logs, or gold logs that are auto being collected. And the reason for that is they're spawning low from the tree when I hit them. And my additional pickup range as kind of a circular area around us just provides that I have that additional grab distance. Kind of like a magnet in some other games of this type, or gaming in general, as primarily popularized by another 52 grand for the box. One more run of this gold prioritization and we'll switch it up. Go with gold. Go with bonus damage. Sure. More bonus damage? We need more. Need more money. Could have got more money there, but Swift Strikes gives us more swings, potentially more rubies, obviously potentially more coins. There are some upgrades to extend the benefits of getting more log spawns. such as the gold and the crystal logs that are available to me already. But they seem to be on an internal timer, and while I'm purchasing things on purpose to... Another damage increase. Swift chops, please. And while I'm purchasing things on purpose for the advancement of their skills on the skill tree, it is the case that there is going to be some internal timer that prevents them from just spawning at a percentage chance. I think the way the mechanic is working is there's a minimum time that must elapse before they can spawn again, and then at that moment, once that limbo period is over, there's a percentage chance for them to spawn. And if I can happen to, you know, spit that many more things onto the field for rubies and everything else, it'll help to, when those logs do spawn, for example, the golden log, I'll have that much more stuff for the little robots to pick up. Alright, another 78,000 there. Alright, let's see what the upgrade options are for us. Obviously, mostly a gold prioritization in that play than anything else. But last time we were working to unlocking the full potential here of this particular axe, and at 12k a pop, there was some investment that we needed to make. Now we've made. And the way this works is you buy upgrade points and then you apply them to certain spots. I was working the gold axe on purpose to try to get as much bang for our buck out of this new axe we just got. So now let's go to the axes. We're going to go ahead and equip this fully upgraded axe now. And equip. There we go. Obviously, it's not going to be the best axe for gold, but it'll still spawn gold. And for lumberjack purposes, this guy gives us regular movement speed of 6.6 with a 125% gold value. If we look at some of the other ones, our base guy has 100% gold value. And we can see the differences between our current equipped goblin and this lumberjack, and then so on, right? The pluses in the green and the red text to the right. And then this miner just became available to us this last time. And again, we can continue that same scenario as we go further down the road here. So 80,000 is this guy. Let's equip this guy back to the front here, and bring our robot back for the free. I say free, and the free drones come with them. We're gonna be pushing out a lot of logs this next go around. We want to try to prioritize some of the skill tree advancement, which does require lumber to purchase. Some run duration, we want to increase that where we can. It's a little bit out of our price range at the moment, but get some more we can. Timber, finally get that maxed out. As you can see, some of these prices of stuff are significant as far as lumber goes. Got that one automatically collected chance. Perfect. Well, in short, this whole incremental and the continual growth of this skill tree will continue to expand. And what we need is just more materials. So, nothing doing it than like doing it. Let's try to prioritize extension. Let's get more gold to the field here. A few timbers, nice and all. We got a free rolls. Let's try one of these. Go this way. Gravitational pull. Not great, but we'll go with it. Can add additional collectors, sure. Kind of sucks that we have them all stacked on top of each other, but there is an upgrade that we can get that will provide for us to be able to click on these guys, and they will be able to reverse in the direction. So we'll go ahead and get a few out there, click one in the opposite direction so we can have them scissoring back and forth across the map to help us enable to pick up all the stuff on the ground. We're doing a good job of picking things up because they're moving back and forth pretty quickly. We're certainly not pumping out as much lumber as we'd like. We need some attack speed, what we really need. The sound of the axe hitting is more akin, I think, in the sound to a golf ball bouncing on the concrete. I know that's a weird take, but that's the overall feeling I'm getting with it. I don't think that's the same sound, at least it doesn't feel like the same sound from anybody else of the lumberjacks we've selected so far. You make them turbo speed. We want more logs though. Now these upgrades we're getting as the game progresses here in this particular round of play are actually upgrades that are augmenting our skill tree. And every time we go to a day, we're actually dealing with just getting the bonuses of this particular felling power of our regular damage dealt by the player. So what I mean by that is each day is a reset of these bonuses we're getting. There's not like a continual growth. Otherwise this would scale out of control. So we're just trying to enhance the skill tree as much as we can for baseline performance. And here we'll get these augmentations that'll provide us additional benefits as an augmentation of our regular skill tree, such as either damage, gold collection, or critical damage parts. There's a lot of ways that this is augmenting here, so. Keep it going. We just need a few runs in a row here to really get us moving. Wing speed. We need as much stuff on the ground as we possibly can. Do a reroll on that one. Doesn't have some good stuff on there. I mean, drone speed, sure. But now we have a drone a little bit off center, which will help us drastically in making sure that things stay fully out there on the ground without it fading away. All right, now we get some attack speed bonuses. This really is this is probably the best coverage I've had so far for drones collecting things back and forth. Great. I don't really need more of this, so we'll just take the gold value as best we can. Always helps to have just more bang for the buck in that regard. Now with the attack speed as nice as it is at the moment, what I really need is bigger hits. More damage, big hits, really pushes over the top. Sure, more gold spawning. Not a bad run. We'll do one more run before we head back into the skill tree. 2 experience. Let's get us some levels here. Let's go with, we're gonna be a little bit offset here. So the drones came down and they're just gonna be starting to roll to the right. This guy will come down a little bit after, and he'll kind of be in follow form of how things are going. So we'll have good coverage, but not perfect. He's a little laggy behind here. Take a pause real quick here. On the left hand side, you'll see these 3 drones here. These are the ones I have defaultly because I'm doing the robot as my lumberjack. The last drone here, you can kind of see under my feet at the bottom of the screen here below this reroll option. He's behind my feet and he's a little bit lagging behind. So I have that much coverage. I have half a screen of coverage at any given point as these drones go back and forth, which should really provide me the bonus of full screen coverage without anything expiring as we're moving through here. More experience is good. Need a couple more logs, sorry, a couple more upgrades rather, that give me additional attack speed, which would be automatic log collection. As you may have watched some of the part 1, as we kind of went through the skills on the skill tree as we're developing this build, one of the things was the auto collect. One of the benefits of the auto collect options are that they give additional value when they're auto collected. That was a big upgrade a couple of upgrades ago to give me a 20 or 30% chance to auto collect things, which may double the value of the logs that are auto collected. Just something to point out. Why I would pick that if I already have great coverage of collection across the screen. This is a huge upgrade here. Unfortunately, we got it pretty late, but we'll take it for the short time it is. Not much, huh? I feel like we need to really get more bang out of our buck. Oh, okay, here's is good. Drone reinforcement. More damage. A legendary pickup. Another legendary, but I want to take the 10% additional damage for each level. I'm only going to get to about level 10 or 11 here, so this would bring me up to 100% extra damage. But I want more timber. Increase the value of timber. Prioritizing chop speed, though, to get the timber out from the tree first. More obviously timber that we spawn, the better off. Another damage bonus straight away. Let's go with that. Chop speed. Yes. Ideally, we do want one more decently sized chop speed, and then we'd like to get just power to really prioritize things. Okay, we didn't get anything what we're trying to prioritize, so let's see. Brutal impact is huge. Let's do that. 105% on the criticals. So we need to get more criticals, which means we want more chop speed. 2.567 is the most I've seen as far as damage, though. That's fantastic. Prioritize this again. Wood. We're here for wood. We're not here for gold. Sure. We have the bonus for how much extra damage for drones on the field anyway, so it gives us that much more damage. Didn't quite get another speed upgrade early enough on to really give us the chance to maximize some of the benefits. Hefty timber, last a little bit here. As you can see how much damage we have, 65,000 is quite good as far as our take home. Now we have a good bundle of logs to spend here. I think we should continue trying to push that power. More bang for the buck in that regard. Gold is nice. It's gonna be the way we get to the next area. Let's do this, and we can then prioritize avoidance of drones for additional benefits, and just focus on my lumberjack. I'm sorry, miner. If you've watched some other videos of the channel, we also do mining games, and that's been in the back of my mind more recently. So mining sometimes will be crossed over for lumberjacks in this game. So I apologize to all your lumberjacks out there. I'm not trying to cross you up with the miners. But this will give us a chance to click one of them in the opposite direction, providing that scissor effect so our coverage on the map is really good. That'll be 20K. Which one's going to give us the best way to go here? That's Arcane Lights provides double experience for a short duration. I mean, we can just kind of unlock these. I get one of them right now. Let's do this. Okay. Let's actually go back. What is the cost of our next axe? $500,000 is a serious amount. How about lumberjacks? What are they? Our drone's this. We get the drone count, which is nice. Top speed is interesting. Movement speed is good too, but drones are really effective for collecting things. I can prioritize different parts of the skill tree first. Let's keep on the way we're doing it. I like where we're at. If we're gonna upgrade anything, we can prioritize axes. And the next rule of prioritization here is this axe for gold purposes. Huge experience gain on this one. We'll need to kind of play with who's the best choice for which axe, right? To actually use this axe, I think this is a better choice because that gold value is so high. And we're going to be collecting it all because we have the drones out there. We want to be able to afford the best axes possible. I think this is the way to go. I'm also going to have a nice third log coming out here to help us out. Go gold spawn. Favor. Don't need no more drone collectors. Click one of these guys, go the other way. Now we have coverage crisscrossing in the middle, which is exactly how we can not have to worry about prioritizing drone collection. This is perfect. Critical here. More experience. Level up quite a bit. Let's try it. Our damage really low this time. We haven't got a lot of damage bonuses. As you can tell, the last time we were critting, you know, a ridiculously high amount. But we're certainly picking out logs, but just not enough in the power sense that we're able to really maximize things. Now we're really kicking as far as log production goes, but the value of them is a little on the lower side. But good for gold collection though. Look how much money we've made so far. Pretty good stuff. Let's do a few of these runs and we'll go back to doing right out of the game, huh? Bell power, please. And pretty poor choices, especially at the start here. Hefty timber is always great. Let's do this. Another poor choice start. Not great at all here. Swift swings, not great, but it's an improvement. I'd like to see a gold one if we can. The highest level. Go with additional potential luck here. Come back to this a second. They're all pretty poor options. Hefty lumber's a good one. More lumber, more beta. Chopping away. Again, not great as far as damage goes. We're in the 1 point somethings, but we're not truly prioritizing damage because we just haven't had the chance card wise. I will say that I was shunned away from doing the 250 gold to upgrade things early on, but I think there's no question we should be considering the 250, considering we're bringing in 40,000 plus gold, almost equal to how much lumber we're bringing home. So we should do that for sure. Power, good start. Experience gain's nice. Critical chance is good, but let's do the big upgrade there. And we're gonna push the second robot of the 3. We'll push that one to the other side as soon as we get to the middle. How about a reroll on that one? More luck. More chop speed. Great. And now we need more power. Really trying to push the collection here as best we can. We got great coverage from the drones. We're just trying to bring this all the way in here. Okay, if it's not power or attack speed right now, or I guess hefty logs, then we should probably just re-roll and spend the extra money here. We're gonna get the money back just based on the amount of things we're getting. That's not helpful. Let's follow our rules. Okay, we'll go that. Now it's 500 to re-roll. Powers, we'll take that. More power. This is a hell of a round. We're doing great here. Coverage is good. We're not wasting any logs. We definitely have a good attack speed. Our damage is not as high as I'd like it to be, but it's certainly good damage. Like if we can get over the 2 with this type of attack speed, that would be a banner run. Great, good run, great run. Do one more of these with attack speed. Hefty timber. Bad attack speed, but we'll take it because it's on the list. More hefty timber. There's my drones. That one. Okay, we can bump up 27% additional impact or more hefty timber value. Go with the impacts here, see if we can get our damage a little bit higher. In damage. Would love to get another big attack speed here pretty early on. Don't care about additional drone collectors at the moment, but more damage is preferred. Now we're in the 2,000, whatever K. 1K. We need a damage here. We got a free roll here. We need a damage here. We need a damage here. Man, okay, we get damage based on drones. Unlucky there. Okay, here's a damage. At the 1 second we get more chop speed. Disappointing, but a good run nonetheless. Alright, so what kind of upgrades we've unlocked for ourselves? 325k. We'll keep going with the gold for the moment until we can unlock this big axe and then get some upgrades on it. Need to keep progressing. That's the bottom line. Skill tree. What benefits can we bring? Let's max out let's max out our crystal growth, which has the unlocks crystal logs, which freezes the timer for a short duration. Let's increase that timer just a little. Bam. Could help us continue to extend the run, as well as this upgrade at 100k a pop to just additional time. One more 100k and we'll maximize that out. Get a few more runs in here. And gold wise, we don't really have anything we can do right now as far as lumberjacks or crew to unlock. We don't have this guy purchased yet, but I don't know if we want him. He doesn't have any crit speed. Crit damage rather. So interesting to consider these next entities. He does have the most critical damage on him, which means he'd be a wood beast. But we need to have everything on him purchased first to make sure that he's really being maximized. Which would put us in critical damage is 170 there. Critical damage is 255 on this axe. Here's 225 with a chop speed. We got choices in front of us. I like our options. Get to it though. Obviously we're not quite here yet, so let's get here. Okay, power. We want to push power. Attack speed would be best. Let's try for an attack speed, something power related. There it is that. Hefty timber is great. Brutal impact though. Oh, didn't pick it up. Well, power. A little bit of missteps on my behalf there. Apologies to the stream. Try to do better. Okay, hefty timber or better swing speed. Let's go swing speed. Stay with the theme. More logs are better. Nothing here gives us power. Let's spend some money and re-roll. We did get power. We'll take it. Bump that drone the other way so we can get the coverage we were looking for. I got sidetracked as soon as we got here. Apologies. More damage. Help a little bit there. We'll take the damage. It's low damage, but we'll take it. More damage, even though it's not high, it's still good damage. Our crits are not great right now. It'd be nice to have more, that is for certain. Not a bad run. Not great. We're looking for 100,000 to maximize the time available to us. We'll do that first. Hefty timber back to back. We'll take that to start. Brutal strike. Good. Let's do more hefty timber. Push one of these drones the opposite direction. Okay, damage per drone. I mean, it's 20%. We'll take it. Base damage increase. Take the swift strikes first. Again, a couple big upgrades for the swift strikes early on will really set the tone for us. And we continue to stack damage for just maximum log dropping. I'm darting back and forth really to only handle special log drops. Alright, get a bunch of damage for all the levels we've gained. Alright, we've collected over 1 million logs. Written over 2,000, a little bit faster. Really just need better damage here is really what's setting us apart. You gotta get the logs. More logs on the table for us to get some upgrades that are sitting around. 8 seconds here, not much for us to benefit from. Let's just do the gold upgrade first. Good money's good money. Got over 100,000. Let's go to the upgrades real quick. That last one for the run timer, so we have that much more time in the run for us to play with. And then we got to just do some more log mining. Just hop back in there. All right, power or lumber off the start. Let's do power. Let's see what we can take this. Swing speed. Swing speed. We're doing it. Swing speed. Yeah, you got a good attack speed kicking. Not a problem. Movement speed we don't care about. Auto collect we don't care, but let's bump this drone the other side. Great. Okay, so far so good. Don't have huge crit bonuses so far, but we're working on it. Don't really care about additional drones, but let's try it just in case we get lucky enough for the damage per drones. Swing speed. Zoom that stuff. Critical chance, we'll take it. We just don't have the crit power right now. Log split doesn't really help us. Okay, so we have good swing speed. Let's go power here. Perfect. 2 power-based things in a row. Spend some money here the last little bit to benefit the logs. Hey, sorry everybody for the delay. Quick pause right there. My wife called and says that she's going to be running a couple of errands on the way home before she gets back. I think she's going to pick up 5 guys. I'm already excited. Bacon on the burger is always okay with me. Leave in the comment section below if you're a fan of bacon, and if not bacon, what is your go-to topping? I also would love to do guac if that was the choice. I know. May sound strange for a burger, but if you haven't tried it, guac on a burger just does good things. In total, you put guac on a beef burrito, right? Beef on a different delivery method, such as a bun over a tortilla, just as they, how are you eating your food, right? It could be on any variation of bread or some carb of some sort. You'll be enjoying it. Let's see here. Let's go with the same thing as we did before. Eventually we'll get these upgrades here for the logs, but let's prioritize some of these options here for additional bonuses for either damage or otherwise. Don't have tons of money to play with at the moment, so we're just gonna try to pick something that makes sense, which may look like, you know, here, more damage. We need more damage, so let's do that. And we'll keep doing these for a little bit back and forth to help us out, get us the most bang we can for our buck. Let's go with big fell power there. We want damage, go with power. Let's go with brutal impact. Go with more power. We're powering. Speed doesn't help us here. Critical hits do though. Go with, we got one free roll, try to get some power in there. Additional drones doesn't really help us, but critical strike will. Now we just need a little bit of attack speed here to really set this off at the start. Great power increase here. Let's go with that for the moment. Now we're kind of half measuring this a little. We have a gold, nice, a good increase here. This is also good. We'd pick that up in the pinch for sure. We want the raw increase here on the axe. We would certainly entertain focusing in on having a damage-based lumberjack and a damage-based axe. And right now we're just kind of prioritizing a middle ground. We are prioritizing getting everything on the screen with our drones, and we're also prioritizing damage for our lumber purposes. And by consequence, we're getting a lot of gold, not comparatively to the goblin collector, but we are getting it comparatively to just anybody else, as we're just getting more swings on the tree, prioritizing lumber first for the tree building purposes. Could see some decent crits here. 4.72, that's the most we've ever seen. Good. More damage here. Take that. Not our best day lumber-wise, but certainly not our worst. Alright. And good amount of gold here, too. Get a new run in real fast. Nothing damage-based here. We do get experience gained. Let's try that. Gives us a foundation to start with. Again, no damage-based here, so let's go with... let's go with critical. Go with impact. And again, nothing damage related. Damage per drone, we'll take that. Power's good, we'll take damage dealt. Knowledge is power, we give that an increase. Gives us damage based on our experience level, which we'll have a few here pretty quick. Nothing damage related, and then back to damage, felling power. Raw, just attack damage here. Finally, a little bit of a attack speed bonus. Nothing damage here. We're going to spend some money a little bit here. Okay. Copy speed we desperately need, but the increase is minuscule. This is a much bigger power bonus, so we're going to go with that instead. Again, nothing here damage related. Let's continue to... there it is. There's another damage increase for drones, but we need the chop speed as a better magnifier, so we'll go with that. Okay, more damage based on drone activity, which would be great. And chop speed here is limited, so let's go with the drone bonus since we have 3 drones out there. Right. Swing speed, nice bonus. Green choice. And extra crit damage. We could get a new record here. We're not too far away from it. There it is. We're going to get a new record here damage-wise. So get over 5,000 on a crit. 6.23. That's fantastic. If we can get lucky and get over, maybe not over, maybe we won't get there, but over 100,000 logs this time. That would be significant, but we're teetering on the end of the day here. We may not get there. Oh, over 100,000. We did. The last 5 seconds. Heavy timber. Sure, whatever. 117. New record for us. Let's see what kind of upgrades we can get out of this. A little bit. Let's just keep playing to upgrading what we know is the option here. Gain bonus damage for each special log type you've unlocked. Okay, so if that's the case, just do the math on this. 5 damage per log we've unlocked. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's a huge damage bonus. Plus we always have the drones out there. So we're gonna unlock some additional logs here. Bam, we got them all unlocked. Our next 100,000 is going right there. The 30% just base damage boost. That's the most of any one pointer we've had so far. Not enough yet to get the new axe. Oh, I lied. Barely enough. Let's pick it up. See what the upgrades cost. 80,000 a pop. Damage first? Question mark. All right, now we want to crush that out a little bit. Let's equip the Midas axe. Let's equip our goblin buddy back up again. Okay, and we want the gold value all the way here. We want to power out a bunch of money so that we can get the really awesome gold benefits so we can. And we can prioritize some gold values. We already have a lot of... We don't need that. We can... Let's do the speed here. Pulling power. Oh, that's going to be a hindrance to our loot chance here. Let's just go with more bang for the buck. Hefty timber, please. Send this guy back. Collect the left side. We got a collection log. Love this. Increase the drone speed. Love that. Since we don't have the drones inherent to this character. Increase magma damage. We want more felling power is what we need here. Now we got a bunch of stuff happening here. This is just all over the place. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, it's getting out of control here. I think we definitely need to maybe prioritize some additional, what would we even call this? Windfall. More chop speed would be great. Chance to double value. Just do more chop speed. Hit like a maniac. Also may consider the need for good right for the end there. Kind of gold, nothing for wood. That's kind of going to be these runs a little bit with this goblin. That's totally fine. Lightning damage of 26%. Good gold spawn. Go fell power. Let's just switch this other guy to go back the other way. How about gold spawn? Gold is gold right now. Go with all the choices. Lucky splits, double the log value. Let's do a free roll here. Let's get something better. Let's go value. How much is gold worth now? 17. Swing speed's good. We need more swing speed. Also need to make an investment in the skill tree node that provides our drones can make a pickup for us of all things on the map, so we don't have to continue to dart off the attacking of this tree. It may not make tons of difference, and we can just kind of makes it an auto sit here in the middle, but it would certainly help us to be just that more efficient. Keep those extra strikes on the tree itself. It looks like the damage done to the tree also is affected by the damage I have produced. It's interesting. Gonna run real quick. Go fell power. Start off strong. Go the other way, please. Brutal impacts. Speed would be nice, but it came up at the same time as chopping wood. Great, we've done a lot of magma damage already. More chop, more boom. More chop, more damage. Huge upgrade for the damage on this block, but I want more damage overall, so let's just do more damage for all things. Damage per drone, double the log value. Let's do damage per drone. We want more damage. Nothing here that helps us with damage, so let's continue to look for something. Oh, a gold here. Not huge amounts. It's just... Hey, those collection ones are nice. They're pretty good money pickups for sure. And another crystal one to lengthen the day before the day finishes. Guess not. Okay, 105,000 as far as collection goes. Maybe that brings us on the axe side of things. Upgrades. Only a few, but they certainly will add up. Not really much of a gain there. Damage. What? This is the most important one there, because that gives us a base damage bonus, and it already comes with these white damage numbers here. So these are just the additionals on top of that. Very cool. Okay, so right here, we want that. Gives us that 30% raw damage bonus to everything. Gain bonus damage for each crew member. 300,000. So this gives us the more lumberjacks we've unlocked. That seems odd. But it also gives us another goal now to get that much more money. Okay. Well, that's a huge upgrade. That's 10%. 5%, 10%ers. Drone bonuses. And we absolutely need all the wood and all the land here to really get things kicking. So, let's see where we're at. Prioritization real quick. What's the one that the drones can pick up everything? Special logs, 1 million. Okay, so it does exist, but it is out of our range right now. Now, no damage is tied to the lightning damage. If we go to our axes, we'll see that there's a magma damage dealt 20 million. And I know we're really far off from that, but I think if we invest a little bit there, we'd have the ability to at least continue to stack that. Yep, okay. So what do we need? We need more logs. We need more gold to purchase for more log hitting. We just need it all. Need it all. No damage bonuses here directly. We can do the fire one, that's fine. Spell power, please. Go with magma durations, sure. No bonuses here. We can get double gold, sure. Let's try it out. Speed doesn't really matter here since we have enough to get these going. Spell power is great. We'll take that pretty much every time, even if it's white. Lightning damage we're not going for. Let's go here. Might be wise if we can to line up the crystal, sorry, not crystal, the collection log and the arcane log for additional experience gain. Like, see right there? We have it on the right, so let's go here. Squeeze over, pick up all the logs, get all the bonuses from that arcane log in the pickup. A slight little nuance piece, but I think we could probably get some nice benefit from it going down the road here. There's an arcane log for additional experience. Let me wait for a magnet log on that one. Hopefully do the same side, which just makes it that much more efficient. There it is. Maybe the arcane log disappeared there in the corner. These are all terrible choices. We want damage. Our swing's good. 84,000. New run. We need money. We know we need money. Swing speed, please. Hefty timber. Brutal impacts. Where is our damage, please? Ugh. Spell power. Just, I wonder if we could do an auto upgrade at some point. These don't seem to be that intuitive as far as choice goes. Now, we're going to be leveling how many times maybe down the road at any given point? It might be advantageous for us just to be able to avoid that process. Damage per drone is 13% damage increase. Sure. Does look like the logs will erode, even the special ones in the corner. Gotta be mindful of that. Swing speed. Sure, movement speed's good. It was a freebie anyway for the chest. Spell power is the way to go here. We just need more logs in the field. 7 seconds. More than that now. 3-second extension every time we get one of those crystal logs. So nice upgrade. Looking good, looking good. Go with new run. Start pounding on some of these choices here. 52%. Banger. Great. Okay, let's do it. Nope, I need more damage, please. Oh, I need more luck to get more damage? Question mark? Need more. There it is, more damage, please. We need some attack speed. Attack speed would be appreciated. Our damage is great. What we need is attack speed. Or more damage. And we'll just hit big, huge chunks. Actually attempt to cut this tree down. That is what we're doing. Take swing speed finally. Ah, missed that on the turn. Just a split second off from not being able to get anything. Solid run here. We're gonna get over close to 100,000. Not bad. Let's see what the upgrades are. So we can't quite get this as 300,000, but we can certainly pick this up here. Crew. Let's purchase all of our lumberjack options that we can. Can't quite get this guy. This elf, female elf. So the guy may be misplaced as far as terminology goes, but we can certainly pick up this one. Let's try this guy out. So if we equip him, slightly less critical chance, get more gold value and a little bit better movement speed, but we're really not moving. Let's try this guy. Doesn't have the gold value though, that's the problem. We equip this guy. Interesting. Okay, there must be a tooltip error here. For example, if I click on this lumberjack here, and while I have equipped our dwarf, the lumberjack shows that it is 0.6 slower and has 25% less gold value than our current dwarf. Rather, our current... Okay, let's equip this guy. Okay, great. He has a movement speed of 6, defaulting. If we compare him to the goblin, who has a movement speed of 6.6, this is a 0.6% increase. He also has a 125% gold value as shown under white text. Our guy, in the lumberjack sense, does not show any type of gold benefit. However, if we go to the goblin guy, it shows that the gold value for this goblin is 125% defaulting. Don't know why I'm mumbling there. I was excited. But it only shows us in the green text that it's only a plus 25% upgrade from our base lumberjack. But our base lumberjack does not have any white text here showing the benefit. Now, if we look at all of these, we say we equip the goblin, go down the line here. This is a negative 25% gold value compared to the goblin. The orc is negative 25% gold value compared to the goblin. And now it shows a gold value amount. If we do the robot, it's the same. If we do the dwarf, it's the same. If we do the elf, it's the same. So they may have missed the text. And it only shows up in a comparison rate with the goblin. Let's try our dwarf. He only has a 25% reduction, but he's got more boom boom as far as critical chance go and critical damage. Try it out. Wood. We have some wood to choose here where we want to put it. We can just go some straight damage here. Let's max this out and be done with it. 25% per drone. We have 2 drones currently. So any drone we drop, we're gonna get 25% more damage, which is just nice to have. Get in there. Got the dwarf, got the gold axe. Movement speed we don't necessarily care about. Let's try it out though. damage right there. Perfect. Swift speeds. We're moving. We're already level 6. What are we looking at here? Free. We need damage. Chop speed, please. We need damage. Attack speed seems to be pretty good, and we've gotten a few now upgrades for that already. Brutal impact, critical hit. We already got good critical damage. Let's just make sure we continue to get those logs as well. Sure, let's get value for the logs. Have few lumber there, that choice. A lot of extra experience from all these logs being picked up. Great. Need some more felled power here to really set us off. That doesn't help us here. Let's do a reroll. Doesn't really help us here. Let's do damage, please. Swing speed is about... Sure. Money doesn't really matter. Let's see if we can get some damage. More chop speed. We are loaded to the gills with chop speed, but we just need more damage. Did that backwards. I was trying to see if the collection log also benefits by collecting the logs on the screen that are the special logs, which it apparently does not. Would have been a really good crazy run there. We just did not have what we needed to have. Damage per active drone. Great. Drone speed doesn't help us. That helps us. Spell power helps us. Add a collector. It's 25% damage. An additional collector. Need the chop speed though to start. Oh no, we have that 2 times in a row, but we want the chop speed. That's a crazy chop speed bonus. Another chop speed bonus. Let's take the hits. 25% more damage, 25% more damage here. Let's do critical chance. Doesn't help us. Let's try. Doesn't help us. There it is. That's a great roll. Okay, we got good coverage on the drones. Every time we add a drone, it's 25% more damage straight away. Do more fell damage here. Old chance doesn't help us. Doesn't hurt us either. Let's try to reroll. Take the crit. Adds up. More chop speed, sure. Doesn't really help us, but it helps us in some respect. All right, we're swinging away. I mean, let's just lights out with how much what we're getting here. We're way ahead of the curve. Down this real quick. Just want as much logs as we can. Damage isn't super helpful. New record. 149,000. That was awesome. Put us in line for any other additional upgrades. Get a couple of these. And we bought a crew member here, which is 10% per crew member, for which we have now how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 purchased. This one's a little on the pricier side, which we've almost got to. Let's do that. Let's get more crew members here. We need more gold, which we're gonna get. Swift speed, nice. Increase our fortune. I don't know why that felt right, but that felt right. A critical chance here. Impact is great. Spell power is fantastic. Swing chop speed here is fantastic. This is just a huge hit. And we've seen that the prioritizing of of damage seems to be the way we want to go. Let's put this the other way real quick. Top speed, please. Enough. Got a collection log for everything. I feel like we might be able to avoid the collection log unless we have a arcane log right here like we have it. It doesn't help our damage at all. Let's try to look for some damage here. Wing speed. Love this. It just happened to drop on us. No problem. So unless we have, I think, a rule we can adopt. Unless we have an arcane log on the field for us to pick up, we shouldn't be... More drones is 25% damage per drone. Just a raw increase. So new rule. If there's not an arcane log like there is now on the screen, we're not going to hit the pick up all button when it becomes available. Okay, there's the pick up all log button there. And I want the big hits here. Last second. We just need some money here. Let's just start it off strong. We want damage. Damage, please. Wing speed is where we want to be. Bell power, fantastic. Great. Drones plus 2, 25% a pop here. Brutals. Go none of these. These are all terrible. Let's spend some money. Heavy log would be good. Wing speed gold. That is awesome. Okay, we need as much damage as possible. We need to spend the money to get it. Spend the money to get it. We're spending money to get it. Brutal impact. Gonna add another 25% damage to it. We'll do that. I've got an all collect log on the right. I'm looking for an arcane log if that comes into lean here. Comes into lean. Mouth not know what mouth do. Come into lean. That doesn't even make sense. Come into exist is really what I was shooting for. Okay, we're doing this really well though. Hefty logs for values are great. I don't need to worry about the pickup log on the left. Also, if you've been joining us for this long so far into the stream, please feel free to comment. Join the chat. I am there listening. Haven't had any feedback yet. I know we're probably not into the algorithm yet because we're just not a big streamer. But a little bit surely. Please feel free to weigh in, have a conversation with me, be a part of the process of building the community. Love to have it. If you're seeing something I'm missing or I'm not quite understanding the mechanics of this game, please weigh in. Love to have that benefit of your knowledge on top of mine. And if and the possibility that you're also not quite certain, maybe somebody else weighs in. Community knowledge, usually more minds are better than one. So let's do where we can take it. As long as we're always thinking about being efficient and knowing what we're up to, we'll have a better time doing it. Upgrades, how are we doing? So we can afford our new lumberjack. Let's buy her. Not equip her, let's buy her though. Because if I compare her, I equip this guy. She's only minus that. She's got a high chop speed and movement speed, but low damage. What's his chop speed? He's just big damage. Let's try her for an attempt. I don't have a reason why we can't. And then let's purchase the 10% per crew member, which should be 60% additional damage right off the bat. And we'll buy another one of these as well for additional damage for all the log types I have unlocked. So we're doing it. And while we're here, let's just spend a little money on the actual, get some more upgrades. And let's get some upgrades. What I meant to say was, let's buy one upgrade. Because it's expensive. Oh, she's fast. Which means we need the impact for sure. Bell power, just a lot of bang for the buck here. No, let's look for power. Okay, damage per drone, that's fine. Can upgrade to there. If we get more drone spawns, that'll be okay with me. Bell power, legendary, 88. I'm making this up terminology wise. I don't know if this is legendary or not, but 88.1%, that is giant. Go timber value. Swing speed is more damage. Let's try that first. Our movement speed is really high too, the self lumberjack. So I can see this being, you can do well without the drones if you needed to. Early on, especially. Heavy timber, heavy timber, heavy timber. Yeah, hefty timber it is. Again, don't care about that log unless we have a, let's reroll this. Impact's good. We don't care about that collection log unless it's the case that we have a purple log out there for us to then maximize that damage for. And by maximize damage, I'm sorry. Arcane logs give us the benefit of additional experience gain, for which we would get if all the logs are out there. And we'd want to couple that together with the collection log, if it's available to us, by getting them both at the same time. Like that one. We had the purple log and then we had the magnet log. Picking them both up maximizes the additional experience gain that the arcane log gives us while we're using the magnet log. Oh, sure. Last little second. A lot of wood. That's an absolute record for us. Obviously, this was pretty solid, so let's just try a few times with her and see where it takes us. Sure, let's take the swing speed to start, see if we can make it radical. Fantastic. And now we have that. So here's the example. We have the magnet log on the left, and we have the arcane log here in the middle. So what I want to do is I want to get this fell power, grab the arcane log, which will give us that timer on the top right for the log duration period. And then we will scoot over real quick and grab this magnet log to make sure that all the logs on the screen are going to fill into that extra experience gained by the arcane log. Ready? Do it. There's that. Oh geez. We go here and then bam. Okay, there we go. Those are some crazy upgrades in a row, by the way. Do another one here. Movement speed, don't care about that. Brutal damage. This is going to be a new record run already. I can already tell you. Spend some money here. Knowledge is power. Nope, let's take care. A lot of value there. We'll take that. Sure, we'll take the volcanic. Not twice in a row though. Let's spend a little money. More money. Not much more money. Let's take some luck. Get better things. For critical chance, I suppose. Didn't mean to pick that up. Okay. 2 more drones. 25% each bonus. We're taking that for sure. Great pickup. I push the one the other way real quick. Just to make sure we have even better coverage than what we already have. More power here. What do we want? Bigger crits or more power? Let's go bigger crits. Well, the elf's really good. That chop speed is absolutely fantastic. That lined up perfectly, as you saw. Purple log, getting that experience on and collecting all the loot that exists on the ground. I sit here and just whack as much stuff as I can. Don't need to get that experience log. We just need more logs in general. Perfect. New record. Not by much, but 15,000 more. 143 was our previous record, I think. 1 second here. General. Upgrades. All right, so we've got one of each of these, or at least one of each of these benefits for different log type bonuses. 30% across the board, and 10% for each of our 6 crew members. So we got the damage. We're really kicking that in. What do we need to spend money on other than just damage bonuses for the short term here? Double log value is good, but the chance is very low. Hefty logs are always great. Let's just max that out real quick. Just gives us more bang for the buck. Chance to spawn gold, 10% increments. Chance to double the gold value at a very low percentage chance. Obviously an improvement to get going forward. I don't think it's as important to get though as some other things. Purely for the basis of 2% of 100 is not much. But if we continue to upgrade the base here as we level, we'll get more and more as we go. We'll get into that one. That's going to be an improvement for us to play with down the road. But let's spend some of the higher priority things in the raw damage numbers over here first. That way we'll be better off. So a couple there. One more away from maxing that out. Good spot to be. All right, and then here we have magma duration or raw damage. We can get only get a few of those, max those out, and then we get some couple here to max that out. Oh, we even have another one. When the magma effect expires, a large magma explosion occurs, dealing high damage, 75,000. Well, a pretty good start there. All right, well, we've been streaming for a little bit here. I think we could cut and run for the moment and come back to this, continue to level and bring more crew members in for lumberjack purposes, which we've almost got special logs collected, 1 million. And we've obviously worked on opening chests, and clearly we're going to be doing damage dealt. So we're moving in the right direction. And we have been streaming now for a little bit more than about an hour and a half. So I just wanted to get a good gameplay in here for us to consider. We also have these axes to unlock. A little bit different. We're going to need to really lean into the magma damage dealt to get to the 20 million mark, as we're only in the 346,000. But we have come into a stride for collecting logs that'll help us to continue to evolve that skill tree portion on the magma log. Highest chop speed. Maybe we should just focus on that to see if we can get it out of the way. This could be an amazing axe that we could utilize for the other benefits of the gameplay. And we're almost there. 5.13 is not a terrible place to be out of 7. And if we decided to push it with this elf with a higher chop speed that we do have, maybe we can get there. Might be worth trying our next little stream. And then damage dealt is something we'll just get to in a time frame. But that in mind, maybe we should go with like a chop speed that's just crazy nuts. This Midas axe is actually one of them. Okay, let's do that. Let's equip this one. This axe now. We have the lumberjack for the elf currently equipped. We see our chop speed is 3.08 currently in the cumulative stats. And we'll try the axe with the highest attack speed. Actually, it's 1.55. Chop speed 1, chop speed 1. Chop speed 1, nothing from the low ones, of course. Chop speed 1, and then chop speed 1. So this is the highest chop speed. And let's just do a quick, let's see if we can get lucky and get all the speed upgrades possible for one last run before we call the stream where we're at. Here we go. Everyone cross your fingers. Ah, chop speed blue right out of the gate. Chop speed green right out of the gate. Any more chop speed? Roll for it. Not seeing it. Don't see it. Let's try a hidden chest. Maybe we get a chest that gives us additional chop speed. How about more luck? Nothing here. I mean, more power because we're on it. So, we'll spend a little money. Legendary, felling power is definitely what we'll take. Top speed? Nope. Learning curve. Not what we're shooting for, but be okay. Alright, we have 20,000. Plenty of funds. Let's get the chance for another chop speed here. Brutal impact. Oh, here's the arcane. Perfect. Got everything at the same time. No, let's roll for chop speed. Nope. One more time. Falling power will take. We got plenty of money right now. Just trying to maximize chop speed at every rate. We've picked up 2 at the start, and we already are dropping at significant speeds. 8K is pretty expensive here. Ah, we got one though. So green chop speed. Don't know what that brings us to as far as speed goes, but we haven't got the achievement popping up yet. So let's just keep trying. Didn't get it again. 16K is a steep price to pay. Let's just put our damage to the roof here real quick. Let's see. Some gold logs, everything else just stacked on top of each other. 16K we can afford now. Let's try it. Didn't get it. Okay. I mean, let's just get more money, I guess. We're spending a lot here on the rerolls, trying to get this additional attack speed. This last run for the day. Didn't quite make it here, I think, in the last 8 seconds of the run. But we certainly collected quite a bit. Good attempt. We didn't quite make it there, and it doesn't show our stats and with all the pluses we had for the 3 different attack speed bonuses we ended up getting. But a good choice in trying to attempt that unlock here at the last second. And we obviously made some good funds here as well. So let's do a quick upgrade on our most recent acquisition for axes. Spend some money. All 3 points of it. Do critical chance. We'll play with this next stream as we'll unlock some more damage with it. Because it's a good axe, no doubt about it. But we just need more gold to continue to unlock more pieces of it. So we're using the Midas axe with the high attack speed elf just to try it out. I think that's all we need to look for at the moment. Probably can go with anybody else we really want to try here. I mean, if we're going for money, we might as well go with the goblin, the back to the goblin with the Midas axe, just to get those funds in place. One more for maximizing the log bonuses. 35,000 to play with. Let's see if we can play with anything on this magma log. All pretty expensive stuff, but we can increase some of the things. Let's do with more magma logs. Order one of those, and that'll set us out for the day. Okay. Well, here we are. Thank you for joining us for another Basil Gaming production. My name is Douglas, and I appreciate all of you watching the views after I've done this live stream posting. Please feel free to comment. Look forward to having more community engagement as the channel continues to grow. Be among the first at this point to comment in the videos, provide some feedback, and obviously if you've seen something I'm missing, think about it with me, and let's make some improvements. Be efficient. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend and into this next week. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and thank you again.